Good morning, my friends. Welcome to our New Testament challenge. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some thoughts and reflections from the fourth chapter of the book of First Thessalonians. First Thessalonians chapter 4. So he just responded to them in chapter 3 about Timothy. Paul had sent Timothy to check on the Thessalonians. Timothy had come back and had given a very encouraging report saying they were doing well. Paul prayed for them some more, and then he says, all right, and now he's switching to the teaching, adding some value to what he's already said in the letter. And he says, I want you to live lives that are pleasing, work on your sanctification, grow closer to God, grow in your maturity. Grow in your maturity in Christ. And says, be careful about your what you do with your body. He says, stay away from fornication. Deal with your lustful passions. God calls us not to impurity but to holiness. Therefore, just be concerned about this. And then he talks about love of brothers and sisters, and he says, do so more and more. Love one another. Live quietly, mind your own affairs, work with your hands, behave properly toward outsiders, and be dependent on no one. And then he talks about, and he said, apparently there was some concern in the Thessalonian church that they were anxious about whether Christians who had died would be raised in time to share in the coming back of Christ. They said they died before. Will they receive this blessing that Paul has been talking about? And Paul says, all right, here's what's going to happen. The dead in Christ will rise first. He's not talking about a secret rapture. He's just talking about everybody who has placed their faith in Christ will be there for the coming again. Don't worry about any of that stuff. God got it taken care of. Regardless of when you pass or regardless of if you're still alive when this happens, we're all going to participate in this new heaven and this new earth. That's good news. Hope this helps. It can be a little tricky here, but we're going to continue. Take care. We'll talk to you tomorrow.